It's the Friday night of the first week in the 2 weeks out of the BFI Film Festival. It's fantastic. Tonight there have been 3 premieres. They are Bunny and the Ball, the other one is Precious, and we've also got We Live in Public. 3 amazing films all packed into one cinema, the View Cinema here in Leicester Square. So watch and find out what the stars of the films have to say.
We Live in Public is the story of Josh Harris, an internet pioneer you probably haven't heard of, who started the first internet television network and created a bunker underground in Manhattan in 1999 where over 100 people lived in public. They moved into Capsule Hotel underground and lived under constant surveillance. They forfeited all their rights to privacy to be where it mattered at that crucial time in history at the turn of the millennium, and it was shut down by the SWAT team and FEMA as a millennial cult. He then goes on to rig his loft with 32 motion-controlled surveillance cameras and say, me and my girlfriend are going to be the first couple to live in public, and we're going to, conceive a baby in public. It's going to be great. We're all going to live in public in the future. And needless to say, she leaves him. He loses all his money in the dot-com crash on camera. And it's a real cautionary tale about taking it too far. And at this time, I felt like when I saw Facebook status updates in 2007, I realized how it was finally relevant to our lives, and that in fact we were all in the bunker and he's Facebook. Everybody sacrifices their rights to privacy to be where it matters and to have attention or recognition or whatever it is that we crave as human beings, to connect and not feel alone. And that's happening now 24/7 on the internet. We're mainlining the internet. And as powerful and wonderful a tool as it is, there's a dark side. And so this film sort of delivers that cautionary tale through 5,000 hours of footage over 10 years with an incredible soundtrack. So it's a very dramatic tale.
What kind of comments are you making about the film and about our modern technological lifestyles?
It's basically suggesting that we're perhaps hurting ourselves into virtual boxes. That in fact, when you're looking down at your iPhone and BlackBerry, you're not looking at the world around you. When you're posting your pictures online, they're never yours to make private again. So there's some aspects to the internet that are worth being aware of and being conscious of. Maybe your friends on Facebook aren't really your friends. Maybe you should go and have coffee with them and make sure they are your friends. We're connecting 50 times more a day to 50 times the amount of people with 50% less depth. So it's ultimately changing our relationships and our identity, and that's an inevitable evolutionary process. But I guess I made the film to make sure that we're conscious of it, because we all make our own decisions. So you can decide not to make pictures of your child public, for example, or to not raise your child on technology. I mean, my main subject, Josh Harris, was raised on Gilligan's Island. He mediates his whole life with cameras. So he goes on to beach his first and only intimate relationship with his girlfriend on cameras, and so some things maybe we can keep private, and that's what the film's about. It's very visceral, very intense. There's an incredible soundtrack thanks to many artists, many of whom are British, David Bowie and European Sigur Rós and Spoon and Jane's Addiction and Nine Inch Nails and Jamiroquai, all provided their songs for very little money because they think the film is so incredible. Since we've played and won Sundance in January, we've played all over the world, and the reaction from the audience is extremely intense. It applies to everyone's life. Everybody can see themselves in the story. So.
And of course, you mentioned winning the Sundance Film Festival in January. Do you now feel the pressure with this film to beat your previous film?
Dig?
Yes, Dig.
To beat Dig. They're two different animals. Dig's an awesome film. I just saw it for the first time in 5 years the other night because I had to do a Q&A, so I watched it, and I was blown away by the film, actually. Dig is an extraordinary film, but We Live in Public is actually even more extraordinary because it actually is about something that affects all of us at this time. The virtual world is taking over. It's undeniable. It's equal, if not above, the physical world in terms of its importance, and it's almost like if we didn't record it and post it, it didn't happen, And I feel like We Live in Public is a very important film for people to see, and highly entertaining as well.
As a director, do you find it's your responsibility to tell the world exactly what you think they need to know?
That's why I'm on the planet Earth, I think. I mean, I'm one of the lucky people that actually I found what I love to do, and it actually can make a difference in people's lives. And so my mission is actually to, and has always been, to learn through my camera, which is a bridge into worlds I could never otherwise enter, and to take that information and to share it with everybody through compelling filmmaking. That's, the most powerful thing I can do in my life. So that's why I'm here.